What's going on YouTube? Mike Marshall here from Tabor Academy Duelists, and I'm really excited to be bringing you this deck profile today. Last night we competed at our last locals in Chico, California before heading back to Kansas with the rest of Tabor Academy of Duelists, and we got first place. We went 4-0 with Cyber Dragons. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Cyber Dragons are back, and I think personally they're about tier 2 right now, but they're going to get even more support, and they're going to be tier 1. I'm talking Power Bone Searcher. It's absolutely insane. That's OTKs on OTKs on OTKs. Before I get further into the video, I want to have a huge shout out to Cody Taylor, who let me borrow a couple of different things. He let me borrow a Power Bone, he let me borrow some Dre's, and just some other small Cyber Dragon staples. Wouldn't have won without you, Cody, so thank you very much. Let's stop the chit chat and let's get to it. First thing we play, we are playing a Cyber Dragon deck, so we are playing 3 Cyber Dragon. This guy is the GOAT, and he makes the deck perfect. Alright, we play 3 Cyber Dragon Hurts. This makes the deck completely viable along with Cyber Emergency. It has 2 effects. Basically make him level 5 when he's special summoned, or you can search off of him, which you do with Galaxy Soldier. We'll get into that. 3 Cyber Dragon Core, what I will argue to be the best or second best card in the deck. It searches for any Cyber Spell or Trap, which we now have 3 of unless you're playing Overflow. Rev System, Repair Plant, and Emergency. So really, really good. Also, both of these we now have 6 targets for Machine Dupe, which again we will get into. Then we are playing 3 Galaxy Soldier. You search for Galaxy Soldier off Galaxy Soldier, and you would like to discard a Hertz off of Galaxy Soldier so that you can chain block, go chain 1 and chain 2, and get whatever you need depending on what's in your hand. Also, it's basically an instant rank 5 if that's all you got. Alright, on to our 2-ofs, and we are playing only one 2-of, and that is Cyber Dragon Dre, and that is for the sole purpose that it is a normal summon Cyber Dragon that is level 5, basically, when it hits field, and makes all other Cyber Dragons on the field level 5. So we are playing 1 Cyber Dragon Veer. We are only playing 1 because 2 is too much and 3 is way too much, but it is nice to special summon it from hand when you normal or special summon a Cyber Dragon. Also, it gives that 500 point attack boost, which is okay. Our next one of is Cyber Eltonine. Didn't get to use this much yesterday. I think I resolved it once, but in theory it's very good against Goki. This will completely break their board. It sends all other face-up monsters on the field to the grave, so does not destroy them. So even if they've extra-linked you, and they have the Phoenix, Cerberus, and Goblin out, this still sends them. It's not targeting, so really good. Also, if you play it late game, you can beef it up to, like, I got it to 4,500 yesterday, which is kind of crazy. Our last one of that we were playing is 1 Jizukiru, because we are playing Fortress in our extra deck, so we can get rid of a problematic monster, because it is a Kaiju, and then if we have any of our Cyber Dragon monsters out, we can get a 2,000 attack fusion monster from our extra deck for free. Alright, on to the spells. So our 3-ofs are obviously the 2 best spells that we play in our deck, and the first one's going to be Cyber Emergency. This is the new Cyber Dragon support card from BLRR. Basically what it does, it's obviously searchable through Cyber Dragon Core. You can search out from your deck 1 Cyber Dragon monster, or you can also search out 1 Light Machine monster that can't be normal summoned or set. In this case, with this deck profile, it would be Eltonine. So this can technically be a board wipe. Or you can search out anything like Hertz if you have Galaxy Soldier. There's plenty of combos you can think up with this. Now, this is arguably the best card in the deck, and it's completely broken Machine Duplication. This actually won me the game yesterday, along with what I cited, because I did see Twin Twisters and Reboot against Trickstar Reincarnation, and I was able to OTK. So, Machine Duplication, the combo for this, you target either Hertz or Core, preferably Core since you can get off Core's effect. And then you would be able to bring out 2 regular Cyber Dragons from your deck because Core and Hertz are Cyber Dragon on the field. So, really broken card, just leads to a ginormous board. If you draw this with one of those 6 targets, then you're totally solid for the rest of the game. The next 2 spells we are playing are Cyber Rev System. Now, Cyber Rev System is really interesting. It did just come out in Cybernetic Horizon. It's a pretty good card. It's basically a beefed up monster born, which is really nice. But it can also bring out a Cyber Dragon from hand, which is another really nice feature about it. The last thing about it, though, that's really interesting is that the Cyber Dragon that you bring out with it can't be destroyed by card effect. So, you can have a 2100 beater on the field that can't be destroyed by card effect, or you can just get out a Cyber Dragon to go off into your Link plays or Xyz plays. Next, we are playing 2 Cyber Repair Plant. Now, I've talked to a lot of people. 2 seems to be the right number. 3 is too much. 1 is too few. You want to see this in your hand. You want to search it. Usually, if you search it once, and I mean, it's an OTK deck, so you don't really need more than 2 turns. So if you see it twice, you see it twice. But it's a once per turn. So playing 2 just kind of makes sense. Playing 1, you almost never see it. You can search it once, basically. The next card that we're playing 2 Potted Desires because we are playing 3 of almost every monster, and we are going to see exactly what we need, but we are not ballsy enough to play 3. So we are playing 2 Potted Desires. Really good card. Next card that we are playing are 2 Instant Fusion. Tried running 1. I know someone that runs 3, but then that takes up space in the extra deck. You run 1 target for this, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's worth paying 1,000 life points for a free rank 5 play. So we do play Panzer Dragon, you'll see in our extra deck, but I think 2 is the right number for Instant Fusion. The next card that we're playing is Double Twin Twister. Messed around with 3, I like 2, just so that I can play everything that I'm playing in the build right now. It won me the game yesterday. I cleared a lot of back row throughout multiple matches yesterday. This will stay in the deck at 2, if not 3. As a going second deck, I absolutely loved it. Did work against Pendulum, did work against Trickstar, did work against Trickstar Skystriker. That's pretty much the meta beside Goki, but we have answers for Goki. The last 2 of that we were playing is Overload Fusion. Absolute GOAT. Brings out 1 target in our extra deck that we're looking for is Chimera Tech, Rampage Dragon. And what that does, basically, you'll be able to attack 3 times with 2100, and if you have limited removal or anything like that, obviously it's doubled. But Chimera Tech, Rampage Dragon is just absolutely insane, because you can also pop spell and traps with it, with how many fusion materials you use, and then also you can send a Hertz to grave with any Cyber Dragon you want to get it to your hand. So this card, you draw this card and you have 2 in grave, like you link 2, you've basically, in my opinion, I think you've won. It's not necessarily an OTK, but it's damn close to it. Now, onto our 1-ofs. We play a ton of 1-ofs, and I like them for now, but there is one thing I'd like to switch that I'll mention. We do play 1 Monster Born, so basically we're playing 3 of these guys because of the rev systems. We're playing 1 Limiter Removal. This enables another OTK if you draw it, basically. I mean, if you have 2 Cyber Dragons on the field and you clear board, then that's 8,200 attack. Plus, you know, you're going to get out Infinity, and you could do Eltonine with late game. I mean, there's a ton of stuff for Limiter Removal. I think it's worth playing. And then we are playing a Regeki. You know, you just do it after you special summon Cyber Dragon, you're solid. It's just a good card, honestly. Why not play Regeki? Why not play Monster Reborn? We are playing a Power Bond. There will be support coming out for this. I believe the deck is currently Tier 2. It will be Tier 1 once there is a Power Bond Searcher, which is coming soon. So everybody, be aware. And the last card that we're playing right now is Dark Hole. It does conflict with this deck a little bit, but it's another board clear, and I'm down to have stuff in my grave if I have Overload Fusion or Eltonine in hand. I would replace this with Electromagnetic Turtle, have one coming in the mail. Did not use it yesterday, but this actually helped in quite a few games. So that is our 40-card main deck for Cyber Dragons. Now we are moving on to the extra deck. We are playing 2 Cyber Dragon Seeger. I don't think it's that great, but what it does basically is you can beef up a monster to attack over another monster. Also, it's Cyber Dragon Engraved, so you can recur it, which is kind of nice, but I only used this 1 or 2 times yesterday. The next 2 Link monsters that we play are Link 2, and I find them a lot more helpful because we can go into a lot more extra deck with them, since Seeger only points down and to the left. These have 2 down arrows. Hippo Shinigami will boost up all of our Cyber Dragons and a lot of our Xyz monsters, but it will take away from our fusions, which is unfortunate. But Clyfort Genius will be kind of an effect veiler, but only during your turn. It's kind of slow. But you can do double infinity under both of them, which is really nice. It's 2 negates, so we play both of those. Now we are playing, obviously, our 2 Cyber Dragon Novas, or our Stepping Stones as I like to call them. It gets a Cyber Dragon out from grave by detaching a material. You can also beef up basically anything on board for 2100 playing the Cyber Dragon deck. And then we play his older brother here, the Cyber Dragon Infinities, the Absorber, the Negator, whatever you want to call him. But I mean, it's just the best card in the extra deck in my personal opinion, and it always has been for Cyber Dragon. You can negate anything as a quick effect once per turn. You can absorb anything that gains 200 attack for each material under it. Our last Xyz monster that we're playing in the extra deck is Constellar Pallades. Kind of an interesting pick, but pretty obvious. A lot of Cyber Dragon players are going to say, oh, it's not interesting. And they're not wrong, but at the same time, it's just another negate. If you can make Constellar Pallades and Infinity, why not just make 2 Infinity? This, you can go ahead and take their normal summon back to hand depending on the deck. I mean, it's okay. If I could, I would play a 3rd set of the Infinity Nova, but it's almost, it's worthless that way, it's useless, so having Pleiades in there is really nice and easy to get out. Now onto our fusions. As most of you know who are watching this video, you probably want to make a Cyber Dragon deck or just see my deck profile. This is a Cyber Dragon Fusion Turbo deck, which is basically a Cyber Dragon deck. So, the fusions that we are playing are 2 Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragons. Against the meta right now, this is super good, especially since we are playing so many things that are Cyber Dragon on field. Just take anything in the extra monster zone, basically, and a Cyber Dragon you control, and then it gets 1200 attack per material used for its fusion summon. The next fusion card we're using is Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, and we use this because we can give our opponent a kaiju, but also the mirror match with Cyber Dragon or ABC or even Skystriker, because all of those extra deck monsters are machines, so we can go ahead and get over those with any Cyber Dragon monster. Our next fusion monster that we're playing is Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. I might have to bump this up to 2, even though I'm only playing 2 Overload Fusion, just because I'm also playing Power Bond, and there will be a Power Bond Searcher. This will OTK your opponent so fast. This is the best extra deck monster, probably besides Infinity in here, in my personal opinion. Won me multiple games yesterday. Pops cards, gets cards to hand, can attack 3 times. Just absolute craziness. The last card we're playing in our extra deck, because we are playing 2 instant fusion, is our Panzer Dragon. Alright, now on to our side deck. Now the side deck is going to change a little bit, but this is what I played last night. We played 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring because we know we have Trickstar players, and also it stops some other stuff, but I don't like Reincarnation, I don't like Gamma, etc, etc. So, 3 Ash Blossom, Joyous Spring, 2 Effect Veiler. This is going to end up coming out most likely for the Ghost Reapers, just for the meta currently. But, you know, it's a good card, and I sold my impermanences, so we'll go to Effect Veiler. The 3rd Twin Twister, really important, cited at almost every match because my opponent makes me go first. 3 Called by the Grave, because we hate Droll and Lock, but also we hate every other hand trap in the game, because if this gets drolled in general, then Cyber Dragon's decently hard to play. But also some of the rogue decks, you can just banish something from Grave. 3 Red Reboot, the other GOAT from yesterday, let me win the championship against Chris. I Red Rebooted his Reincarnation and Twin Twistered before that, and that's how he got he tried to get Reincarnation off, and then I Red Rebooted for half my life. OTK. I'm playing 3 Cybernetic Overflow, the new trap card. Personal opinion. Don't like it, don't play it. 2 Ghost Reaper instead of 2 of these. And then you want to play Isolde, Kagari, and probably ABC Dragon Buster or something else. I mean, this is a good matchup for ABC anyway. But anything else you have at your locals or that's currently in the meta that you could use as a target, go ahead and do that. Then we play, lastly, 2 Solemn Strikes. Just really good. Sided in. Your opponent's going to make you go first. If they don't, kind of dumb. So, 2 Solemn Strikes, it'll stop anything that's special summon. It happens so often. And then also the effects for special summon. So, that's my deck profile. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, we're going to come out with a couple new deck profiles since I am headed back to Kansas this next week. And I have some friends there who have Blue Eyes decks, some Pendulum decks, some stuff like that. So let me know what kind of decks you guys want to see. This has been Mike Marshall for Tabor Academy of Duelists. Thanks.